Build love from scratch. Humans can reverse engineer a lot of things. We see something and then we figure out how it works and then we copy it. Businesses do this all the time with each other, and they keep each other from doing this all the time. Once, way back in the day, an alleged reporter visited England. He wanted to see a huge cotton loom factory, one of the driving forces of the Industrial Revolution back in the day. They would take raw cotton and weave it into textiles, buy raw cotton cheap and sell fabric expensive. This guy wasn't a reporter though, he was only pretending to be. He was really an industrial spy for an American company that wanted to do the same thing that the English were doing. Humans have been doing this since the dawn of time. One guy comes up with a fantastic idea. Everybody copies it or modifies it. McDonald's was the first fast food place. Now there are a whole bunch, all copies of the original. One of my favorite bands is Led Zeppelin. Even they blatantly copied songs from a bunch of other bands. They got sued, they paid a bunch of money, and everybody lived happily ever after. There's a movie studio called The Asylum. They make really low-budget movies, and these low-budget movies are copies of big-budget movies. They change them just enough so they won't get sued. Way back when the Da Vinci Code came out, The Asylum made their own version. It was called something lame like the Da Vinci Puzzle or something. If a movie has been around long enough to be considered in the public domain, The Asylum will make their own version. They have a version of War of the Worlds, and it looks like they filmed the entire movie with a guy wandering around inside of a junkyard. When the Japanese economy started killing it back in the 70s, they were accused of copying everything. They even have their own version of the Eiffel Tower, only they call it the Tokyo Tower, and it's like 1 meter higher than the Eiffel Tower. Otherwise, it's an exact copy. Once I was at a restaurant with a couple of buddies. My friend ordered something. I ordered the same thing. The waitress smiled and said,
"Copycat."
My friends thought it was hilarious. This is how everything has been ever invented. Most of medicine is copied from what exists in the world. Certain plants that have been used for centuries or even thousands of years. Then the drug companies come along and extract the chemicals. They find a way to synthesize it and then patent it so they can get paid a cajillion dollars. Everything that exists, we can copy, reverse engineer, make better, even love and relationships. To create an ideal relationship with an ideal person from scratch. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/live-training.